My name is Emmanuel Bahati from the Technology Department, taking electronics as a major communication option. What I love about electronics is about mobile and satellite communications, programming, and networking. Electronics as a field is going to take the world to the next level. Thank you.
My name is Kelvin Agoi. I'm an electronics major, and I'm passionate about technology due to its dynamic nature. The way it keeps changing every day, one can never get bored.
My name is Ochieng, a student in Barton University. To keep it simple, technology has been the backbone of communication in the entire world. Personally, I do like side designing, that is websites to do with languages like HTML and PHP.
I'm Jennifer Kisilu in the Department of Technology doing communication option. What I love much about technology is in the field of technology to do with the satellites, the radars, that sort of things. Thank you.
I'm Evan Samakobe, a student in technology, majorly telecommunications. And what I love most is doing the networkings.
My name is Kipto Emmanuel, and I'm an electronics student and passionate about sound and video production. Yeah, simply that.
Okay, my name is Emmanuel Masharia. What I love about technology is mostly on radio frequencies, things to do with satellites, but in general I love technology as a whole because it helped me interact with lots of people and come to know more in the field of technology. It's generally fascinating. Yeah.
Every time dealing with complex issues, troubleshooting, doing deep analysis, this is what keeps young engineers moving. And today we have young engineers telling us different stories of how they come to love this technology, the passion that they have behind it. These are the people who are in this campus, the people that the school always look for when there's trouble in church, the sound is not doing well. These are the people who step in front and help.
I'm in agreement that our university is embracing technology. I do remember back in 2019-2020 when the pandemic, when the first wave of pandemic first came in, we had to go back to our residential homes, and from there the learning activities was somehow cut short, and the school saw the need to continue with the education process, and in that case they saw the need to introduce the online learning system, and in that case the online program evolved.
It is said that information is power, and we are at an age where attaining information is easier than ever. Unlike back then when one had to pay dearly for information in terms of education. So at the moment one can go online and learn new technologies, whether you are interested in artificial intelligence or nanotechnology. Personally, I'm interested in networking and cybersecurity. I can look at tutorials, take some paid courses online, and that will enable me to get the knowledge to make tangible effects in the industry. Thank you.
Technology can be of positive effect or negative effect on our elections as a country, because in the positive part you find that technology is used maybe to relay the polls from one station to another until even the major center in Nairobi. So it can be used to help.
Technology is a wide field, a few I've heard from the different views of the engineering students from the technology department. Technology keeps growing each and every day. There's no time technology will remain as a constant if you draw its graph, because everything has to have its advancement. You can see like during elections, the way I've seen one of our engineers talking about election. Nowadays, even in the university systems, it uses the technology in voting. It uses biometric what registration, yeah. And during voting also, nowadays it is digital. It has gone digital because of technology advancements. If you see about military advancements, military powers, like in the United States, Russia, Ukraine, Israel, a country is rated as a military power when it's graded according to its technology. You might have a lot of capital, but that if that capital is not included in technology advancement, then your military power is weak. Nowadays, it's a modern warfare. Modern warfare, in that, what I mean about modern warfare is that the countries that are in right now in this kind of generation, they are using technology in their wars. The rocket propelled guns that uses the lesser lights to be controlled from the diversity of the military personnel. See, we have the drones. Drones operate from the technology point of view. It's all advancement of the technology. See about the remote. There's this remote control of the satellite images and videos from a station at a military barracks. All about that is about technology. See, let's talk about the positivity and the negativity of technology. Technology can either be used in the negative field or the positive field according to who is using it and what's the purpose of using it. Look at the terrorists. Most of the terrorists are engineers, because that's how they'll know how to attack a military barracks. They'll know how to attack an institution.
Nowadays, we're looking at things like artificial intelligence, robotics. There are smart clothes coming in, cars, self-driven cars, and electrical cars. All these things are majorly the technology one. And what Kenya can do in order to reach there, maybe I'm seeing in the year maybe 2040 or 2035 and above, because comparing to our technology now, even we have no infrastructure that can make our own softwares like running the whole country surveillance. We have no artificial surveillance system in Kenya. Even nowadays, it's now when we are starting to embrace the new coming motor vehicles that are run by electricity. And before we reach at that step, we need to do various things, like we need to embrace more and make our young engineers feel motivated, like giving them the opportunity to perform the handwork by themselves and troubleshoot the problems that they're facing in the real field, rather than re-employing the same people who have been in the industry for a long time and denying the young coming generations who have the new skills, the new advancements in the technology to embrace that. The second one is that maybe if the government can set aside a lot of budget to build the new coming industries of technology, like things to mine our own raw materials here, and even we can import others, but we have the infrastructure to make our own things, depend on ourselves, like the making industries and manufacturing industries to improve them, and the processing ones should also have the advanced machines that are well equipped to allow the engineers, the young coming generation engineers who have the new technology skills they are copying from the outside the world of Kenya, to embrace them physically.
We have not reached to the level where technology as a world, where the level of technology in the world is. Kenya, we have not yet reached to that capacity of embracing it in that way. When it comes in terms of things like we can make our own apps and use apps as a country, like China do. We are as a country, and only the country in Kenya where technology is widely used, where in terms of Twitter, most Kenyans are in Twitter. So when you think of it, most Kenyans are using technology, but when it comes to the level where we are making our own technology and advancing it ourselves, we have not reached to that level where the world we need to be.
When did you get this passion of doing electronics?
Oh, electronics. I started loving electronics from a very young age. Electronics for me is fascinating and it's challenging. I love challenges after all. When you do a task and you complete it in the field of engineering, you just feel good about yourself and you appreciate yourself that you can do something better out there in the world.
Why did you decide to choose electronics and majorly communication field?
Because in my career is based on the military. See, in the military, we need more engineers, we need more technological people who can invent fighting weapons, military gadgets that can be used to track the terrorism and whatever.
So you mean you're actually a military guy?
Yeah, exactly.
Because we invent things that will harm you. That is all I heard about.
So you mean you guys actually make things that will harm us?
Not harm you in a bad way, but it will affect you in the negative way if you use them.
The thing about technology, it has two parts to it, and it depends on how one intends to use it. Currently, I'm interested in networking and cybersecurity. So what I intend to pursue in the future.
Talking about cybersecurity, there is a lot of crime being done online and etc.
Yes.
What do you think should be done?
Currently, my passion changed from electrical installation field to the field of web development and sound and video production.
You know, many ladies are very scared about things to do with engineering. Where did you get this courage of doing electronics?
The courage, I had the passion and also the willingness to know about electronics. And still I have that willingness to know more after this.
Do you regret anything about electronics?
Actually, I don't.
Engineering, yes.
Actually, I don't, because electronics is a very broad spectrum. Electronics, we can simply attribute it to the backbone of communication in particular.
Yes.
Like, I'm a fan of social media, and I'm always so much interested in knowing how these things work, the concept behind the scenes.
University of Eastern Africa, Baraton University, has qualified lecturers, has a number of lecturers in the technological department, not just one, not just two, but several. We have the facilities to study the technological course of your desire. We have the electronics technology and automotive technology. Both of them have the required facilities to study the course. We have qualified method of evaluation for your degree during the undergraduate degree that you will be taking here at the technological department at the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton. So I urge those who are interested in taking the electronic course, automotive course at the UEAB to make your presence available. You'll have the required personnel in the administration to help you. We need more brains in the field. We need more engineers in the field. As technology keeps evolving, we need more men on the ground.